So hello everyone, welcome back to Algo Daily. In this particular video, we are discussing LeetCode daily problem of the day, and the problem is special array 1. And the problem is an array is considered special if every pair of their adjacent elements contain two numbers with different parity, and you are given an integer array nums, and we have to return true if nums is special array, otherwise we have to return false. So now let's discuss their problem statement, then we have to look their example test cases. And now here uh, the special array definition is an array of special if every pair of their adjacent elements consist if one odd number and one even number, like one odd number and one even number, and you can say one even number and one odd number, and this is the special. Okay, this is the special condition, and in other words, no two consecutive elements is should have the same parity, like here not odd comma odd, this is the not valid condition, and like you can say this is 2 comma 4, and this is also be even comma even, so this is not a valid condition. So now this is our special array definition, and we have to find like this is odd, this is even, and this is even, this is odd. Okay, so this is the special one, and now the input we have to given, this is the nums we have to given here, and now we have to return true if the array is special, and we have to return false when array is not special, and this is the not special condition, and this is the special condition. And now the constraint we have to given here, the constraint are 1 less than is equal to nums dot length less than is equal to 100. So the array contains at least one element and at most 100 element. Okay, and the same thing for here, 1 less than is equal to nums of I less than is equal to 100. So each element in the array between 1 to 100, and this is inclusive. And now let's look at their example test cases. So in first example we have to given this one, and this one since there is only one element, there are no adjacent element to check with there, and so the array is automatically true. Okay, so because we have not checked with their even, odd, and so on things, so that's why we have to return true. And now the second example is 2 1 and 4, and so we have to find and we have to check their adjacent pair. So here 2 comma 1 and 2 is even and 1 is odd. Okay, and the same for here 1 comma 4 and 1 is odd, 4 is even, and all adjacent pairs satisfy the condition, like 1 odd 1 even, 1 odd 1 even, like the condition is if we have create two elements pair. Okay, two elements pair, so uh, the first one is odd or second one is even, or the first one is even or second one is odd. So this condition is satisfied here, so that's why we have to return true. And this third example is 4 3 1 and 6, and in this example we have to create pairs, and here 4 comma 3 and 3 comma 1 and 1 comma 6, and this 4 comma 3, the 4 is even, 3 is odd, and this one odd, this one is also be our odd, and this is odd, this is even. So here first what we have to got even odd, odd odd, and odd even. So one condition is not satisfied here because the same pairs we have to get odd comma odd, so that's why we have to return false. Okay, so now let's discuss their coding implementation part, so that you can understand how we handle their cases. And this is for only one element which we have to discuss here, this one less than is equal to 1, so then we have to return true. And now we have to iterate a for loop, and this for loop we have to iterate with their index value of 0 to n minus 2, and then uh, we have to check with their pairs with nums of I comma nums of I plus 1. Okay, and then this if condition we have to check with their values. If nums of I uh, with 2 and nums of I plus 1 with 2, and we have to find their pairs, like if 1 mod 2 is equal to 1 and 1 mod 2 is equal to 1, or both 4 mod 2 is equal to 0, let's suppose, and 6 mod 2 is equal to 0, then we have to directly return false, and otherwise we have to return true, because here we have to get the even condition. Wait, one second, 2 and this becomes 0. Okay, and then now let's discuss their space and time complexity. The time complexity of this code is O of n, because we have to check with their every adjacent pairs, and the space complexity of this code is O of 1, because we have only a single integer variable with n. And now I hope you understand the logic and the implementation part. So this is the easier side of their question, and because we have to only check with their pairs, adjacent pair, and then we have to check their condition of odd and even. So thank you everyone, thank you so much.